Hey guys, it's that time of the week again. It's midweek magic. Well, end week magic. Friday night magic. I mean, it's mid in quality. Because, I'm looking through the events we got. Nothing. Ooh, quick draft foundations? Maybe? Maybe. Probably not, though. Anyway, we got 5 new mini quests to do. We might as well, put our nose to the grindstone and get them done. What do you say? What do you say? I've turned up some of the sound effects. Let me know if that's too much, not enough. Could have not enough. I mean, we'll keep it. Pretty confident in my ability to draw out of it. Yep, I'm already cracked a Dr. Pepper, so happy to have that back in. Oh, aren't you a problem? No, I think I'm gonna take a beat here. Get rid of the bill. Look, I know what Bristly Bill can do to a man. Not letting it happen. Oh, particularly if that was coming next. I'm gonna paraphrase it, but it doubles landfall. Lands fall twice as much. But I'll put this out. Use Collector's Cage to move 1/1 counter onto it. I'm gonna get a 1/1 counter at the end step. We're doing this because we want to prime Thousand Moon, or Helena, or even Ouroboros. But I think what we really want to do next turn, get rid of this. Luckily, there's a card for that. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Look out. Our boy a little treat. Kill 6 off that. And we got Restoration Magic, in case things go south. Prime Helena. Mossborn Hydra, we don't really have any hope of outgrowing it. We're going to have to outdamage it. Therefore, out life gain it, because Shelter of Egos also gives a creature ward and life gain. Are ridiculously good to you. Well, I mean, removing a creature is. Oh, an Ouroboros. A lot of blockers. I'm thinking Thousand Moon. We can haste it up, give it a bunch of 1/1 counters, make a metric butt ton of gnomes, and that will be enough to get us victory. Women coming out of pods. I've never really understood Oh dear. Oh dear. That's lethal. I need to... I don't think I can save that. I'll try. Nope. Like I said, if you let it outgrow, it's over. Should have held back blockers. Good stream, what's up? What's going on? Who's again? Okay, he lost again.
Actually, I actually saw a video.
I know all about counters. This is good
I'm
counters.
playing the Titus and part of the way
Oh yeah, you want to target a big creature. I mean, just because it's hardened scales on a creature, guys.
yeah, and
That's you're gonna want to remove that.
and guys who really fun. And he had this fun. Yeah, man. That worked.
Oh, my badger.
Don't have to sacrifice. Already made one. Oh.
Oh, it's Sonia. Hey, Sonia, how's air travel? I hope the plane smells all right. That's always been my fear, you know.
Oh, hi, Sonia.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give the Magic Knight all the best. Good to have you with us for this brief moment. All right, let's badger out a little.
Actually,
It's a good username, Sonia. We're getting a lot of compliments on it. Peanut Gallery. Right, Umbrella, you here too?
yeah, but that's not even the
Where were you? Oh, we just go larger and larger and just never swing. Okay, that is not forgetting to attack. He's mocking you. He wanted to make sure it happened all at once. Where were you? No, I mean, it says one viewer, and I thought one of those was Sonia. But yeah, you arrive whenever you want to. We don't make you be here. He's good gaming me, but I think he can still turn it around. Put some ward on there. Is that a ghost? Is that a scoop phantom? Okay, well, I'm gonna lose that.
I love that.
Innkeeper's Talent's a good card. It's gone in every deck I could fit it in so far.
Any
My mic is low? Oh, yeah, it might be a little low. Hold on. No, nothing's abnormal here. How about that? You can hear me? Yeah. I'm trying not to peek the yellow so much, but peeking the yellow. Yeah, it's, I don't know how to say it. Sometimes I feel like our settings tend to degrade over time, if that makes sense. Like, that's not on. We use that for announcements. And when we do, I'm going to have to shoo you away for that, because I've had a lot of people think they're really funny shouting into the microphone while I make announcements.
I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't do, but like,
They're definitely.
oh yeah, does anyone know how the chicken long lasts in the freezer? I put one in last night, it's dead by morning. That's not the intended use, sir. That is not the intended use. Alright, I take it the microphone's a lot better now. Or I hope it's a lot better. That does get a funny chuckle out of me. I need to change the title of my... If YouTube wants to load, because, you know, I don't mean to be that guy, but like, does anyone feel like everything is worse on the internet? Like everything's slower, has more ads, people are meaner on there. It's just like all the good parts have been changed. I used to love being on my computer, but they changed everything on it. Now it sucks.
Maybe they have to keep it moving.
How do they have to keep improving things? I don't know. I guess people get paid a lot of money to try to improve things, and they don't have to do it successfully to get the money. The good news is Windows 11 is so damn broken that Microsoft is actually going to have to like recommit fixing the operating system, but I fear it might be too little too late. I had a guy come to the shop asking for Linux on it. I mean, yeah, we did it for him. I think we did a pretty good job. But, you know, it was shocking. Like, you know, Linux? Really?
How to get...
Oh, yeah, you know, we make good PCs, and you should get one from here if I can plug our services.
Obviously.
And you want to put Linux on it, we'll do it, but, you know, how do we say, we do what works, and for right now, Windows works. That might not be forever. There's been a couple of, how do I say, questionable, failure points in Windows 11. I think the worst one is when they accidentally removed the internet, like the ability to access the internet from the operating system. I don't know. Everyone on the internet is bots now. Yeah, probably, but like, I think it's worse. Everyone really is that stupid. Yeah.
Either everybody just bots or they're
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, AI and Google search? Yeah, that is definitely a, we need to make it look like we're fixing something, if we're not.
So. Oh, shit.
And it actually might have killed their business model. Because, like, they get paid, people pay to be on Google to get click-throughs. So, like, if they're not clicking on anything, why would you pay Google? If the AI is just going to do the scanning. Yeah, I mean, it's real, how do I say it? You saw the bottom and you jumped in.
Oh, we have reputation. Oh, like.
Oh, this
doing
bird
really
messed
good.
up.
What if that everybody currently are thick?
Just up it. Yeah. Yeah, no, look, this bird is messed up. I'm sorry. I know owls are supposed to look like that, and I mean they're not supposed to wear clothes or read books, but like, it looks like the top of its head's gonna flap up and down like a South Park Canadian.
If they ever,
yeah.
Forgot about.
Oh, add minus AI to the end of Google search. It gets rid of the AI thing. Yeah, but I shouldn't have to use secret spells to make technology work.
Ooh, you have to use ancient invocation. Go to settings. And you have to spell all activate. Then you have to say password. Password's random every. And there should be like an answer.
Well, what is this?
And next you have to light 5 candles.
What is this? The Imperium of Man? Do I gotta get a tech priest down here to like use the oils to make sure there's no AI in my Google search?
AI deep, exactly.
It's the point of building things should be to make them as easy to use as possible. But yeah, I mean, I guess like there's a certain point to like making things hard enough that nobody who could break it can. But like, I don't know. The problem with idiot proofing is they make better idiots. So like, I don't know, idiot filtering. I don't know. Someone could probably write a paper on this, like designing for obscurity.
You know what? That's right.
Yeah, like everything should be harder to use. Yeah, think if you're gonna break it, it should be really hard to do. Not saying they add additional buttons on the MRI machine so like patients don't run up and start poking. But I'm also not saying that. Someone will write that paper, but use ChatGPT for it. You know what? Fine. Now, at this point, I didn't want to do it. I don't think he wanted to do it. So like, if you make an AI do it, that's fine. Like, no one was dying to write that paper. I think the problem people have with, how do I say, these simulated creative pursuits is there's people out there who want to do these creative pursuits. They want to make video games and movies, TV shows, and, yeah, but like, no, you don't have to do that. Here's a machine that does it all for you. But that's not the point of making something. The point of making something is not to have the thing done, although that is very good. The point of making something is to have you be the one who made it. Yeah, I mean, and you can get whatever you want out of that, like fame, recognition, satisfaction. But the reasons for making things are different for everybody. But that's part of the joy of making it. Oh man, they are going to burn me to death. Nope, living at 1. Never punished. Never punished. But yeah, like if no one wanted to write that paper, you could use ChatGPT. Else was me. Yeah, sure, it probably plagiarized like the entire works of human fiction, but like, you know, what we're trying to make a computer think.
Writing essays.
Oh yeah, like we're citing evidence, so it's kind of, essay writing is sort of chat GPTing it.
Okay.
To be honest, I feel like plagiarism is just, oh thank you, like the word for just unethical writing. Like, you know, like there's nothing, there would be nothing wrong about it except that you're kind of like a jerk.
I just, but Eddie.
Oh, like our AI YouTubers saying talented in there? No, I mean maybe if you made the AI yourself, that would be impressive. That would be impressive, but I don't think you did. Also, it's like you're just a VTuber. Right? You're a VTuber who doesn't write their own scripts. That's embarrassing. You don't have faith in yourself enough to like not only use like a simulated face, but have simulated words. What part of you is real? Oh, announcement, CDH? Alright, I'm gonna kill the mic for a bit and shoo the peanut gallery away. I'll be right back. I feel like I have a pretty good announcement voice. How do I get a job at, like, Grand Central Station? Like,
How do we get a job at Grand Central Station?
yeah, like, just saying, like, random crap. But I guess the problem is they're just gonna record my voice and then automate, get me off. Not that those trains ever run out of time. That's a dad joke. That's a dad humor. Not even funny. A dad reference.
On the train, have like a digital.
Joke-esque.
They have like an ultimate. Like, basically, whenever you get to a stop, it'll be better. Far better.
Yeah, did they make it so you can actually hear the digital announcement, or is it just garbled now?
You can actually.
Well, that's like I said. That things should work. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that worked.
Oh, like made earlier.
Yeah.
And then they made a train. And it goes like, it has like a really toned down voice. It goes, Uncas, Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, just a totally different guy doing the new stop.
No, it's just like way higher quality, and he sounds.
Yeah.
And then,
You know what? Trains aren't bad enough. They need to put a DJ on every subway car. Yeah, let's just make it terrible. Let's ruin people's day. Clearly, nothing we're doing is making public transportation better.
That reminds me of the John Mulaney
So let's
joke.
double down on it.
That reminds me of the John Mulaney joke. You know, you're like, hat with a man in a hat.
John Mulaney joke. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I know everyone like tends to think of the subway as as a stage. Really shouldn't be. But if it's gonna be a stage, we might as well at least have like qualified people doing it. So like if you want to perform on the subway, there should be like a sign-up sheet, like a talent show. While I have terrible ideas, I also think there should be a car where we're allowed to fight. Because a lot of you people are just fighting on the subway, and you know, gonna do that. Yeah, we might as well just give you an outlet for that, because I don't know how to make you stop. I'd prefer if you didn't, but like, of course, you know, for subway fighting, there needs to be rules, no weapons, no eye gouging, one-on-one, hair pulling.
Unless you're bald and
Yeah, no, bald people would get an advantage if we allowed hair pulling, so like...
This hair, unless you're...
Yeah.
Unless you...
I'm going to assume that this is one-on-one, these hypothetical, Fight Club subway cars.
And like you're choosing your opponent. Like, thinking of...
Yeah.
And also we will make it...
Oh yeah, they need... Oh, foliage.
Yeah, so there will
Okay,
be
yeah.
bushes, sneak attack.
Okay, well now I'm thinking like maybe one of those subway cars should be a greenhouse. I feel like at this point
That would go crazy.
I feel like we're just putting things on subways that shouldn't be on subways, but
Okay, a greenhouse in a subway though, that would go crazy.
that would go nice. And Eli just walked in, and I'm reminded of his brilliant idea to buy a submarine and turn it into a casino. This is a very similar idea to like my
Valley did that.
well, it's a good idea. Yeah, like,
Gambling.
well, I mean, well, the idea with the submarine is submarines don't have any windows, just like casinos.
I would think that just...
Also,
But
like,
it's way underwater.
you don't need clocks like casinos, and you can do a cool exclusivity thing where like only a small number of people in the know what harbor the submarine casino is for. Oh.
Gambling.
I mean, it started as a cocktail bar, and there will be cocktails, but
It's like a casino without coffee.
you know, I'm told that like submarines actually have like really good food, like some Navy men who've served on submarines. I don't know if I can confirm that. Well, I do hear the mac and cheese MRE good. It just might not come through. The cheese snacks I had out of that was really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could eat like those MREs for like a month. The problem is that like if I'm deployed more than a month, I'd probably go crazy. So like.
Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, constipation nightmare. Yeah. Yeah, there's a tank.
I mean, no matter what, it's...
Oh no, you can't let it go in the ocean. You have to hold on to your waste. I think some submarines might even like recycle that as like hydro. You know, like, look, I don't know what they're doing on submarines down there. They could hide the aliens on them. Those things for all I care. Well, why wouldn't they be full International Space Station grade? It's pretty much a sealed box, and go back up to the surface and get a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, but you can do it more frequently at lower.
I mean, well, it has to survive pressure. In space, you're fighting expansion. So a submarine is a backwards. Thank you for coming to my TED.
Yeah.
No,
This
that's
is
actually...
like my idea.
We built the submarine backwards, and now it's a space.
Take submarine.
Claim that I have this
Set it
airhead.
on fire, and then it'll probably go...
How much dynamite would it take to launch a submarine into orbit? That's something you can ask ChatGPT. 14 kilos.
14.
That
Probably.
feels like on the small side.
Very.
Yeah. I mean, you might have better luck just like towing it on like an
Towing it
existing,
into
yeah,
space.
on an existing spacecraft.
I
But
mean,
like,
all you gotta do is like make contact. As the alien.
yeah, we'll hitchhike. Yeah, hitchhike. Yeah, hitchhike your submarine to space.
Hey, shit.
Oh yeah, they're sending
Sell
rockets
those
up all the
tickets.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Then any.
Always thought it'd be funny to like have a book about astronauts going to space and having to essentially carpool with a space trash man. You know, the guys that collect the debris from orbit, bring it back to Earth to sell for decent profit. And then like you have these scientists and these explorers on their way to like distant star fronts, but it's cheaper for them to just ride in the garbage. Well, he paid to pack it. He plays Magic. No, he doesn't. He's a baby. Babus.
He doesn't know.
What do you mean he can't read? Neither do our players.
I'm an Undertale fan. Of course I don't read.
That game is like 90% reading.
Oh yeah, I can't.
No, wait. 70% reading, 25% soundtrack.
Yeah.
Not including the gameplay, which I suppose is 100%.
Clicking buttons. Hey, quick. Microphone.
Not all of us, no.
Probably not you.
Occasionally. Real loud voice.
Yeah. It's mostly intentional. Man, I am bungling this game right now. No, I can bring it back, but look, they got this E-Survivor, and they're just gonna be able to put any cards on their hand if it. Oh look, it's tapped. Now that this creature is tapped, they get to put a permanent on the battlefield at their second main phase. Green cheats. I mean, all the cards cheat in their own ways, but like this is just cheating. Yeah. So close to Easter too.
Pretty bad.
I always
Isn't it
found
Good Friday.
I always found the name Good Friday to be a little like.
Too bad. I celebrate Passover.
Oh yeah, Passover is like part of this whole deal too.
Passover is like.
Yeah, look, if I celebrate Easter, I can't poo-poo Passover. That's part of the deal. It's canon. Like saying, oh, I didn't
That's
watch
like
the
saying I
Star
read-
Wars prequels.
Like saying, like I only read the. I didn't read the Bible. I only read the manga.
Well, there is a Bible manga.
There's a what?
There's like a manga of anything. There's definitely a manga illustrated.
Better be. That I would probably.
I don't know if I should stock that here though. I feel like if we do that, we'll have to get other religious texts.
Also, Raph will yell our ear.
No, he would probably be a little confused, but
Maybe. He criticized the translation.
oh yeah, translation is important when dealing with. But like, is the manga technically a Bible dub? The stream has gone off the rails and it hasn't even started yet. Submarines and.
Gone so far off the rails, I can't- Or.
Quit while you're ahead. Quit while you're ahead, dude. Your metaphor was fine. We just finished talking about how we'd improve subway cars by adding a talent roster because everyone wants to perform on them for some reason. We might as well like have a vetting process.
Oh, it also don't.
Cars that we're allowed to fight in, and a greenhouse. I'm also want to think of like adding like a single tiger or perhaps cheetah,
Yes.
just to keep people on edge. I can go back and forth all
You
at
can go
once.
back and forth, and all you gotta do is not.
And there's a mystery stop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
There's some.
we just go to like a random part on the train and let people out wherever. That's different every day. Now for the real explorers among, use the mystery.
End up.
We don't know,
You end up in Africa, the Middle Ocean.
dude. It's a subway. You're probably underground, but we'll let you out. Just go out.
You'll be. Every once in a while, we get into. What is space?
Oh no, now I like the idea of an air train that just lets out anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
but there's
like
only
anywhere.
one stop. Like other than that one stop,
It's a completely normal train, but eventually the doors will say question mark, and like that could be anywhere.
That game, that and into
Click Bed Bath and the Beyond section.
yeah. Walks into Bed Bath and Beyond, sees the bed section, the bath section, and a glowing sign with a pulsating light coming from the Beyond hallway.
I wonder if like Bed Bath and Beyond paid to be in that movie, or was like the joke so good they had to be. Because that's where he gets that time-altering remote.
Yeah.
And I feel like Bed Bath & Beyond was like, yeah, sure, we'd sell that. Who cares?
We have one.
Yeah, we probably could get you one.
yeah, we have a couple extra
Yeah.
interdimensional world. What people don't know about it? It's like the 14th World War.
I feel like Bed Bath & Beyond and IKEA definitely participate in interdimensional war. Like, if
Yeah.
such a thing existed, they fought in it.
We had the Beyond section. The land maze a bit.
IKEA Secret Lair. Who would do that?
Air. It is. Air.
Legendary
It does.
artifact chair. Put an assemble counter on chair. You have exactly 5 assemble counters.
So you
Yeah,
just take existing cards and translate them into Icelandic.
Oh yeah, it'd have to be an Icelandic, right? Otherwise,
It's not authentic.
is Icelandic? I don't know. I feel like I.
Oh no, sweet.
Is it Swedish? Dude, I'm not the one to do this.
I don't
Someone
know
else
my
should do
issue.
this. Not looking good for Pat. I've never been looking good. This is me on a good day. I'm looking at the back of my hand and there's some stuff I actually don't recognize. Yeah, like there's a burn and I know where that came from, and then I got like these 3 pimples that kind of look like an L. When did I get those 2 brownish spots? Is that cancer? I don't think that's cancer. Yeah, like, that's not cancer, is it? They're over there, they're fake. I think those are just birthmarks. I'm covered in them.
No, but
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's fine. If that's cancer, yeah, fine.
fine,
It's
I
fine, I'll
guess.
just pee it out. Most of our immune system is just peeing it out. Pee it out. Always be peeing. Don't hold in a sneeze, don't hold in a piss. Man, I'm so glad they let me do this stream. Where else would I get to say this? Play
Hey.
slow. I wouldn't call it pain. I got these 2 Dr. Peppers.
I get a little, like 5 cents.
Yeah. And I get to use the store's Canva account.
It's less so
Yeah,
that
not
we pay
letting
him,
you-
so that we let him die.
To be honest, I'm really only doing this because Sonia is indisposed. Well, I used to fill into her for her when she wasn't present, and then I just kept doing it, and then I think she stopped streaming altogether, which I'm a little mad about because, let's be honest, Sonia was the pretty one. Like people would come to see Sonia, and then only a couple of you guys come to see me.
I would come to
Pretty
see
enough? Yeah, maybe, but I was just saying, like, this is exactly how I get there, and I am not repeating that on stream. I got in trouble the last time. Yeah.
I think you just distinctive.
Yeah, I mean, I I forget I have a face, and you would too if you had this. The mustache is the only good thing I have going on me. I needed something to distract from this freaking billboard up here.
I don't know. There's a reason why people address me directly as Eli Kafka.
It's the suit, man.
I'm wearing a tie.
Yeah.
That's it. Ever seen?
Yeah, Eli, you are far too fancy for whatever it is you're trying to do. Like what are you? You're gonna publish a superhero novel through your brother's chemical company? That was like the 10 last
It'll
time.
be my own chemical.
Also,
Yeah.
whenever I do, so whenever
I mean, that's how Dune got started. Like, they wrote manuals for, like, engines and stuff, and they're like, hey, Frank, your space worm story's, like, pretty lit. We're gonna publish that.
Not even a fetus.
I mean, a fetus would be like, you're young, but calling you an amoeba means you're single. That's like,
Yes, that's.
that
Yeah,
is,
you're not evolutionarily.
you're barely Animalia. Ugh.
And I look.
I'd rather be
earlier
called
I-
a fungus, dude.
Earlier, what I saw it was that I asked me how old it. And then earlier I brought it up. It's not my fault.
You look like an amoeba. That was his exact sentence.
No.
Yeah, that is.
And what is that?
Not only is that inaccurate, it's like highly offensive.
Yes.
Because like most amoeba are invisible to the naked. You get big though. There's a couple of them you can, which is
Weird.
I
which is
laughed.
freaky. Yeah.
I ignored it.
Yeah, you gotta laugh it off and then cry about it later.
And then proceed to get absolutely all you want.
But is this in cards or like?
Give you the what for.
Yeah, did you get beat up? I feel like I need to report that or something. Guys, I don't like the way these turtles look. I know they're like mutant. Why are they so thin? There's no muscle definition. I mean, I guess Mikey's the party guy, so... I don't know.
What do they look like? Actually, no.
Oh yeah, no, you can 3D model the turtles. They I don't know, they have to be like magic proportions, so like they're not...
How do they make that magic and a turtle?
Well, you can't get the sliver wrong, dude. It's got one limb and two tails. There's nothing here to screw up. But like this is
There's no frame of reference.
yeah.
In a thing.
Well, that's just texturing. I like how he kind of dances when. I know like slivers were real bad for the game. Like everyone treats them as a nightmare. But print more of them because I'm kind of addicted to the suffering. Yeah, why are they always just like doing stuff there?
Like you. That was. I would.
Yeah, never look at me again. All right, we go faster.
Like.
Dead.
Like
Good.
Or just that. Look forward, like. Or.
I
Yes.
love the front-facing fur gas. That is,
And the front facing.
yeah.
But also there's the front facing gumball.
They've made the front-facing gumball joke like 4 times over the season. Like it's two show, what is it, 5-season run? What an accomplished show. Pat yourself on the back. Yeah, that's gumball creator. Good job.
The last 2 seasons don't count because they were the terrible Not get me started on the gumball
The gumball reboot's bad. I thought people were enjoying it.
This is what it sounds like to people I complain about Seth Rogen.
nostalgia bait.
I mean, you're right to complain about Seth Rogen.
Like it because nostalgia
What do you mean it's nostalgia bait? It came out 5 years ago.
early.
Yeah. But, I know it's, like, very self-referential. Like, this is a gumball show for people who watch Gumball. Which is, I don't know, strange to say. I mean, like, of course it...
I hated all the seasons. I literally had to like Yep, like episode. They just wanted to go and not wait for these.
I gotta get to the end of this arc in Gumball because the jokes aren't hitting. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Fat,
No,
check out what's
because
happening with.
No, I've seen that. I was trying not to
Yeah.
say it. You've got an all spooky specter on me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a hologram.
Yeah.
The old actual more relevant last one. And it basically says or like an entire character and like what that we
Yeah, the
crafted over
Rob
5
arc. Yeah, it
years.
brings the Rob
Like-
arc to an end.
Yeah, they've
I wouldn't say ruin it, they just ended it. I like the kind of idea of him taking over the role at the store, but,
I like
you know,
no, that was pretty
I just don't know
about
why.
is that like actually it's just because we wanted to make a meta joke and not because there was actually any for and it really just hired like
Oh, it had a cool setup for, like,
It had, like-
character death that just fell apart because of the meta
yeah,
joke.
it was like a character and then it was just like oh actually it was because actually they're realizing that there's potholes now. They're actually kind of like a deep noticing
Yeah.
that potholes. So, and
Yeah, the guy that holds the cannon together. I think he's alright.
yeah, it's
Yeah, the problem is Gumball has gotten really self-referential, and you can't be self-referential forever. You're gonna have to make something eventually. Look what happened to Star Wars.
just a terrible like, and that's when I realized that the reason
The Gumball magic is gone for you. It just wasn't working.
No, but it sucks though. And
Well, not only was so good, is so good. Yeah. I mean, the old show's still good. In fact, some of the new episodes are probably good too. Have I watched them? No, I don't want to get Hulu.
I would say one good.
A good episode.
And they're not even like not even back up yet.
And
Yeah,
Futurama's there.
Big. Like 30 days. How you watch it, get invested. You have to buy.
And isn't that a little devious marketing trick?
They have some anime,
I mean,
and sometimes they send like the new episode there for like
oh.
for some reason.
Oh yeah, because we're all huge fans of the modern new episodes of The Simpsons.
That's simple.
That's the ones we want. More Lady Gaga cameos.
I love the Lady Gaga. It's almost like
Well, love is the wrong word for it, I would imagine.
I
You
was-
appreciate the celebrity cameos of The Simpsons.
I tried to make it close to that.
Now you just look like you generally like it when Matt Damon just shows up and he's yellow.
I don't like it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Also,
Lisa Goes Gaga is a terrible episode.
just the name isn't great.
Lisa Goes Gaga is
Oh, did I just win something? Yeah, I think I just played like a buttload of. Yeah, that's
It's been a
50,000 games of Magic the Gathering. Wow, that is. I've been wasting my life doing. Well, it's not a waste. I'm
50,000,
doing
it's
it.
only 50,000.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let me
Marginal.
get me the
That's still like
achievements.
4,000.
Yeah. You like this game, Pat?
Played it.
A lot.
That's
I
like-
love those Steam reviews that are like, I can't recommend the game. 40,000 hours.
I,
And he's still playing it. Does he
I-
recommend it? No.
I think it's so funny when it's just like, I think
It's like how you review cigarettes.
also, it's whenever you look Stardew Valley. That's the, and then you see hours. I've seen it actually like worked out.
I definitely had like 1,000 hours of. Am I proud of it? No, but I own it.
I think I have, like,
That is me. That's what I am. Hours of struggle. Dude, at that rate, you might as well just start a new farm, like in the real world. The world. Ugh.
I haven't played a video game.
Yeah, you're not really a video games kind of guy. You're like, I don't know, you might get a kick out of like hyper-tactical games like XCOM, but I don't really know if that's you. Or maybe the other way, like you see a dispatch at a Pretty People superhero choose your own adventure thing? Yeah.
Yeah, you would probably like, what's it called?
I've always been calling them telltale likes. Visual novels?
Yeah, visual.
I'm currently busy with other novels.
Oh yeah, like why? Oh yeah, you just read real novels.
I'm a little busy.
Yeah. I know it's kind of looked down upon, but like,
Actually,
no, it's a valid media form, and look no further than like what happened when like Cavemenon, those 4chan guys, made a dating simulator to make fun of a PlayStation game, but like accidentally launched their dev careers.
Oh, that you mentioned that.
Yeah, and they went on to publish I Wanna Hug That Gator. Ate a paraplegic alligator. Like, apparently it's high art. And they're making another game now. They've made fun of PlayStation into a full career.
Any media? Valid art?
I mean, you just have to find a way. I just think it's funny. Like, everyone was like, oh, okay, this is just a stupid joke, and they left like crying and stuff.
I mean,
everyone deserves love. You can always change.
People used to think that novels of a novel was
concept of novels.
Not respect the public attention as its own.
Well, yeah, like it's because they were small, right? It was the scale of novels that didn't impress them.
Well, it was both like. Inspiring, printed on much paint. Oh yeah, no issue that the novel. So it was something that was so at store. Like, oh, you know what? I don't have much better to do. I'll buy one of these novels.
Oh, announcement time, Billy. Sounds like an important one. You want to do this yourself, or? Alright, I'll put Billy on for a second. Nope, no we are not. There you go. Now the microphone is back. You don't know how many times I've done whole streams with the microphone muted.
The one time my dad had to tell us like,
it's 3 times, by the way.
I've been trying to say.
Great cat visual novel.
Yeah, and then and you have to like use. But basically, cat is.
Okay, so the cat is like a weird eldritch demigod thing, and like it's.
So like there's a bunch of. And
it actually might be good for like Eli. It's that stuff.
Why a visual novels African during that both of them.
Well, the names are similar.
In a big you can't go to adventure books, but it was kind of like
it's closer to a choose your own adventure book. You'll choose dialogue options
and
or
then those dialogue options they say. Yeah. And sometimes they'll also be like active
mini games.
Like mini
in the aforementioned paraplegic alligator game, you take turns doodling in her notebook. And actually, like, I think it actually saves your. Oh, she's her legs don't work. From the, I want to say from the waist down, but she actually has full control over her tail. And minor spoilers, she actually feels a great deal of shame in that because she feels like not truly paraplegic.
At least from the neck. Which
Well, the hips down. Not including the tail. Which, you know,
tail is not fun.
yeah. I don't know. The game like plays around a lot with what I can only describe as anatomy jokes. There's a Brontosaurus girl who admits that she has an irrational fear of height. Because she's got a neck that's... Like, Liz, come on, your neck's 15 feet long. It's not rational, but I have a fear.
I mean, heavier you are, the danger.
Also a pretty good gag of her, like, just sits at this one booth in the arcade and just able to look over the whole thing. Like, neck. A lot of dinosaur jokes in there. Oh, I did 3. Oh yeah, you're still waiting on your parents, right? I guess like the action kind of, you know, got distracted. Much like I've been distracted, because like, what are we doing here? Rather not play Magic. Rather be a third or maybe fourth wheel on this. Wow.
Speaking of talking to spots, because I have been standing up.
Yeah,
the
he's
last
been
2
fighting
hours.
for this microphone. Oh.
No, it's not just spots.
Yeah. We can get you like another chair, you know.
No need.
Okay. Just if there's a fire, we need a pecking order for us getting out of here. Yeah, like you go that way, and I guess I'll just wait.
What?
Yeah, like,
You have to wait for us. Like,
well, I
we're
gotta
not
turn
going
off
to-
the computer in case of a fire to prevent data loss.
I mean, obviously. Why? I mean, like, I need my Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, no, it's...
Here's what my
Marvel Rivals like 100 gigabytes. I did not expect it to be that big. Shockingly, Mugenics is like under 6 gigabytes. Save
You
file.
gotta be real careful how you pronounce that word.
Oh, pronounce
man.
hit game from Binding of Isaac creator Mugenics. Yeah, everyone knows it's a eugenics joke. No one is shocked by it. That's the point of the game. I'm
No,
breeding an
I mean-
army of super cats.
I mean, you in particular have to be careful because every time you say it on Mike is bad enough. Sounds like you just say eugenics.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point. That's why it's called that. Anyway,
It's
I had a
makes
cat that
streamers
was
look bad.
Anyway, I had a cat that had the special power of mocking the injured, disabled. Yeah, he would get a stat increase for every other disorder my team. So, passed around the toxoplasmosis, and someone else got feline AIDS,
What?
which apparently is a real thing. I don't know too much about it, but like,
What?
yep, I had a cat with AIDS.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just no virus.
Yeah.
Many different have their own variation.
Yeah, that guy can go play with Frank. He's not going anywhere near my breeding stuff. I'm trying to breed a generation that's immune to tile effect by cooking them in the mutation room.
I'm extremely Hey, kid, I turn camera a little bit.
Oh yeah, pan Eli in for a bit?
Yeah, and then you can stand behind both of us and we'll all be.
Yeah, big happy family. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Oh, wow, okay. I am going to lose to this card. Wait, no. First strike. Yeah, I can first strike him. Okay.
Happy.
A big happy family
Hey,
of
look,
freaks.
no, he's. Expert.
And maybe it's like depth of field thing.
It's
Big,
gotta do with like the shadow
huge,
and.
happy family of freaks, much like my run of Mugenics. Some of these cats are messed up, dude.
Hey, now my shirt's messed up.
Yeah. I got cats that are born without mouths.
Oh.
I don't know, but you don't have to feed them, because, like, where's the mouth, right?
I mean, they die.
Are you
No.
Playing, are you playing
And-
a game that's
and
like Wobble Dog?
It's like wobble dogs, but you fight them. That's the best way to describe hit game eugenics. Yeah. Honestly, it's a little early to declare a game of the year.
936
Well, I had first one. Unfortunately, he had one more power and toughness than I can dish out, and
Great
I explode.
God.
Well, it's a numbers game, and my numbers were worse.
Huh.
Yeah, well, that's it.
By a lot, yeah.
Yeah, that is embarrassing. Not a damage take.
Not looking good for the fat over there.
No,
indeed.
no, not at all.
It's not a matter of. It's a matter of them.
Dude, take a breath. I can hear you like dying as you try to finish.
Hey, your throat's falling out.
Dude,
watch
Yes.
out.
Look,
Oh,
I
know.
appreciate your, but you have to make sure that you're healthy. If you die on this stream, you're not gonna be able to like do it again. Yeah, there's our monetization gun. That's what really matters.
If I start actually,
Yeah, just turn off the camera if you want to die.
You gotta like walk 4 feet and
die off
drop
screen.
on the
yeah,
couch.
I just gotta like.
Yeah.
Also, I've just been my voice.
Yeah,
You
you've been,
might want to stay away from me.
yeah, you've been really like putting that thing through its paces. I mean, that's the point of having a voice. Talking's good. I was an early adopter of talking. Like they really taught me how to talk, and then instantly regretted it. And now, yeah, it's the Soul Ring. The Soul Ring from hit game Magic the Gathering Commander. In like maximum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, that looks.
Now that is worth the price of admission. Soul Ring's funny because like it's a card that should be banned. Yeah, because
It's so unnecessarily.
yeah, I wouldn't even call Soul Ring overpowered. I would just call it like really, really good. It's the best in its class. Okay, yeah, we take those. We take those wins. It does everything a mana rock should do, and the best that a mana rock has ever done it.
The only thing better is that.
It's 99 cards and 98 cards in a Soul Ring. These.
Maybe.
Like at this point, I feel like just give everybody a Soul Ring for free in the command zone, because that's just how games are played.
That would be.
That would be too good, but like if you make everyone too good at the same time. Yeah.
What's everyone?
Yeah, no, I mean, you can, if you power creep everything, it's fine. Probably not the greatest design philosophy, but, you know, get the point of it, right?
That's the power.
I like the idea of powered thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, though. I guess you call it circular balance.
I think power deep. Just either.
Power retreating, that's what you call it.
I think that's just called nerf egg.
Yeah, the nerf stick.
I think. Mentioned.
Yeah. Ooh, ranked draft instead. Look, I'm not gonna lose again. Besides, I am not operating on draft capacity right now. Nor do I have the gold for it. I got that nice little cash injection today. There were cards. There was gold in the Magic shop. So if you haven't picked that up yet, go do that now. Spend 50 gold, get 500 gold.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know the economics of it, but that's the thing.
What are they getting the money for?
Oh, so they just print gold. Gold is worthless. In Magic the Gathering.
But they,
Well, the only thing that matters in Magic Arena is gems. That's the premium currency base. What buys you a battle
so you're
pass.
saying that the. Okay.
There's no money behind the gold.
This is a. Economy got so bad that all gold had to shift
rocks?
to gems.
Yeah, that makes sense for Arena. I don't even know like what Arena's multiverse looks like right now. I know the Omen Pass opened up, and that's probably going to be a problem. I joke that like some interplanar variant of ice probably exists now. You know, to make sure the goblins don't come on through the portal.
Nah,
taking all.
It'll be like a.
Well, whatever loot is, I want him far away. Like just bring him. Just keep that thing.
You mean you don't want this horrible?
I don't trust a face like that.
That's actually.
That guy is Nico Bolas in a skin suit or
mean,
something.
Which are we?
But like, think about it. There's probably
Are we
like.
talking Foundation?
Oh, your round 3 pairings are up, little dude. Duskmourn. Yeah, there was a whole business from that house from Duskmourn trying to expand through the Omen Paps, and like, dude, people are gonna like take notice of that. Like, yeah, there's going to be like a team of jackbooted paladins chasing down rogue Omen Paps and quarantining. And
Jackbooted paladins. There's only around it.
Yeah, of course that comes out of my mouth, but that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, and it's your fault now. Yeah, I will never forgive Loot for opening up those dang Omen Paths, and now we gotta worry about haunted houses and changelings from other dimensions, and bears attending Strixhaven. Someone's gotta put them back where they belong, and yeah, that bear, I'm cool with that bear. But like, soon every bear from every plane is gonna want an education. We can't have bears casting spells, Billy. Oh, you think bears should cast spells? You think every bear should cast spells? Every bear. Well, not every bear could cast spells. I mean, I guess that.
I don't think every human should cast spells.
Yeah, no, I guess like, I don't know, but what if like bears are like really good at magic? Like, what if that's a problem? That's all the reason to stop it. Oh, you think bears will understand magic and not push its bounds? You know what? You're right. Yeah, you probably will. Yeah, bears look like we could trust bears with spells, right? Is that our position? Is that our position now? Some bears should cast spells? Yeah. Oh, they'll binge magic when the periods they're not hibernating? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I like the idea of hibernating for magic purposes. I actually think bears would conceptualize magic as tied to for doing this sort of hibernation spell casting. Yeah. Still want to see like a magic card of our boy Fibblethip be detained by custom boss the perhaps with vegetable. I don't know, like Fibblethip's like, I don't know, like 2 feet. Probably like sneaking ugly. Wear clothes, I don't know. So happy they let me do this stream. Yes, sir, that is my emotional support, Boggart. Yeah, no, I think interplanar customs enforcement going to be a heck of a magic block, and you're cowards for not doing it, Wizard.
This is like that time when you said the make
Oh, I didn't say World War II. And then
very
like,
different.
and then of course, you know, we had to like say, well, we got him like Hitler had when he took damage. Still some of our best work, I think. But I don't know. Maybe I'll stick to making weird planeswalkers instead, or cowboys. While I'm fixing everything that Wizard of the Coast has screwed up, my brilliant idea for Thunder Junction 2 with such cards as Smallpox Blanket and Force Theft.
Fox Blanket, that'd be Archie, given they have more
Oh yeah, we can reprint.
Mongol hordes.
Yeah, well, yeah, and Mongols did understand germ warfare. I guess we could reprint it, but my idea is like, you know, you give them control of the Smallpox Blanket that they can sacrifice as a treasure, but they get a poison counter. And I know poison counters are kind of taboo, and they try not to print it. Like, I don't know. When they made the cow
materializing in cyber.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of greed. That's probably wrong.
Hey.
But yeah, I don't know why they shied away from all the nasty the Wild West. I guess, well, I know why, but I would have gone whole hog on that. I would have made it super uncomfortable. You know, really get into it, you know what happens. I'm gonna die. I deserve it too. I should not have let that get that big that quickly. Yeah, it's that part of Magic where I'd rather just talk about anything else. Yeah, Smallpox Blanket. Up.
And
bringing the Old West to your little Project Indomitable.
not Project Indefinite, because that's supposed to be set in like the real world 20th century. So the Western is kind of already there as much as it could be.
Yeah, it's already happened.
It's actually dying out active. But in fantasy setting, I was thinking more about that. I think there's much more room
Cowboys
for
and goblins.
fix style fan with Western wildness.
Oh yeah, I've already played Hobgoblin Cowboys. They went over really well.
Well, this spring break, I was working on various ideas, the adventures set in the West, either the literal West or, you know, fiction somewhere else, and came up with the brilliant idea of sort of quick change the adventure that already exists in Old West setting. The solid one I've got so far is turning the entirety of Ravenloft into just New Mexican territory, circa 1870. Either 1870 or 1802, when a large chunk of Arizona is still Confederate territory.
The Strahd owned slave.
Well, he's not Strahd in this setting. Instead of,
But for all intents and purposes?
well, the town of Barovia, you know, vaguely Slavic town ruled by Strahd von Zarevic the Vampire, is instead Barovia, Arizona, and El Cuento Diablo Stradaño Zarovicas, an old Spanish lord who learned the secrets of immortality at an Aztec Amber Temple.
Now rules Barovia as its dead overlord.
Yeah. It's AROVILLA.
No, I see the vision, and you're right. It does work.
It's also the visual style for Spadano immediately clicked in my head. Cuento Zarovica clearly has like one of those big conquistador hats that out of the sun, and thinking has something that is actually large Batwing fast ovary. He also, of course, has a large style goat, not like hipster, like
Tie you to a railroad track.
not even railroad track goatee, more like he, you know, came here on a sailing ship kind of be.
Okay, yeah. No, I see it, and I was skeptical of this whole scheme of yours, but you really proven to me it can work.
Or Hazlan, setting where the wizard Hazlik destroying the entire, like slowly destroying the entire realm, strange magic, and magic is the only thing that gives you power and social standing, because he claimed himself as sole ruler of the entire place around 20 years ago, and you know, he's constantly hurt ever since he entered this realm through a living portal made. Well, this time Hazlik somewhere around Nevada, and it's by Monsieur Hazlik, came from France on a steamship a while back, clearly escaping debt, and a mining town, but not for gold or silver. He's really looking for something shadier. I'm thinking Hazlik is somewhere between, like, well, sounds very French, so a lot of French stereotypes, obviously, mid-century. But personality is somewhere between, like a mad scientist and John Rockefeller. He's
Kind of a fun blend.
He's, you know, an evil, corrupt boss who rules the entire town like with Iron Fist
and searching for Black Ichor.
Yeah, he's searching for the blood of the gods now to save them.
Do you think Eldritch Oil Tycoon is something that have been kind of soft launching for a while?
I got the idea for that, I will confess, from Legends of Avengers Just to Damnation, because they're like mini campaign to test out Daggerheart, where they turn a couple of characters from Stardust Rhapsody plus Shepard from their own old Curses pod streams into Western characters. So
I like how the Advantress will just characters.
Yeah. Well, like they turn Rhett Indigo, who's, you know, like the Ikron owner of the Rhapsody in Stardust Rhapsody. He's like a spaceship guy. He's an artificer and all that. This universe is a dwarf alchemist. It looks mostly the same. He just wears a pinstripe suit and a monocle. He is Dr. Indigo. He's the frontier doctor of this town. Shepard becomes Shepard Silas Morgan, and he's the sheriff of the town.
Yeah, no.
Quibbly Gones, the traitorous tracer of space in Stardust Rhapsody, Stones 2, becomes Quibbly Gones, also a traitorous tracer, but like he looks even more Western than you. And this time they've brought along his wife Portia Bella, who transformed from just his lover, who's shady clearly and tied up with a lot of bad stuff, to your powerful sorcerer. Whenever she gets one of her headaches, explode. And I think that is the perfect way to play any sorcerer magical setting in the West. It's like, yeah, we don't really know how he got his powers, but don't tick him off or else everybody dies.
I'm gonna level you. Look at the cards I got in hand. I don't see victory as a happening.
I'm not a Magic player, but I don't have a good feeling of it.
So I've moved the mic right to the center of the screen for better coverage. I can no longer tell how many life points I have. Oh, I got 15 for the others. But yeah, it's not ideal for me.
Oh, we put over here and then wait.
Nah, don't worry. The speakers work well when they're upside down. Yep. Yeah, you know, you can plan all this, but no plan survives first contact with the enemy. Yeah, I've already had to raise the volume on this. I don't know what it is. It seems like my settings have a tendency to get worse over time. Guess that's just entropy for you. Yeah.
I've never been.
Oh,
So,
to be honest, I had to learn all this on the fly. You think Sonya taught me anything? Don't blame you for it, Sonya, but you coulda handed me a manual. I don't always complain. Manuals, but no. All right, we might be able to bring it back here. They're giving everything Death Touch. I don't know how I come back from that.
Heading kind of goes down and go around.
Wild West. What wasn't?
And if you don't want to look a lot of racial dynamics, Elven. They were
Oh yeah,
also here.
they're barely elves are barely even people. Yeah, why did they let me do this stream? Yeah, no, I don't know. I've always enjoyed the darker stuff. Not like when it happens, but that it exists. The world is not as squeaky as a children's book movies will have you believe.
I don't think it's a problem, dude. Talk about that's the issue rate game. I think hard
get it right. So
yeah, and tell a classic Western story when a lot of it is so built on white colonized view of the West.
They're their protagonists. Those issues have always been in the background. Even watching The Lone Ranger, I had this feeling Tonto wasn't exactly happy with the way things were going. But, I saw the Ranger as a friend, like, white guys.
Yeah. Well, also, I don't think John Reed had any, legal existence now, so he doesn't really have a choice.
Not that I get my views of, West racial dynamics from Ranger. I'm just saying that those themes were in people's mind. Even if they weren't talked about, just known. It does get to the point where you get scared of showing something in the wrong light so much you just start to looking at you again, Thunderjunk. Your whole, it was uncolonized, except if you count the cactus folk. Like, they are not sentient until paths opened. Yeah, which is another weird question. Also, I don't like the name cactus folk. I think we landed on succuloid, now which actually might sound worse, but
yeah,
in a way I enjoy.
In my more custom and much weirder setting, I haven't tried. Because yes, they are bat-inspired people, but no, I'm not going to call them bat. No, they.
Well, what do the bat folk call themselves? I mean, obviously the lizard folk don't call themselves lizard folk, but the lizard folk don't care what you do, because such concerns over petty nomenclature is a mammal.
Bat folk care. They're very bothered, because there's multiple kinds of bat people there.
Not bat people aren't a monolith.
Yeah, and also, like, they see bats being a useless person. Like, they see bats as just completely wild animals with no association with them. It's like, it would be like if called humans monkey. Like,
Yeah, which we don't really take too kind. I know there's a game that refers to humans as the ape net.
I have heard a pop cult. That's a fun.
People love it in Dragon Ball Z, where Fraser calls people like their second favorite thing. I don't know, I feel like aliens getting your species wrong on purpose is a good trope. Aliens, man. No respect for dwellers.
Gotta ask all Earth dwellers.
I think it depends on what we. I feel like Earthling might be considered like the hokey term for it. My brain was like, you know, like one of those hokey terms for nations. And the other part of my brain is like, don't try it. Don't try it, Pat. You're just gonna open an old wound, man. Don't touch it.
You're much too white to crack a joke like that, Pat.
Well, I could do it. Like, got a little Italian, and Italians having it good for a while. I don't want to set us back.
You're Polish.
Some of it. To be honest, I think I got too up to white now. Not that I have no ancestry to claim. It's just every other ancestry has claim over me. I wouldn't be surprised if I got Neanderthal in me. Probably
certainly do. Most people.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Not like too tall.
I'd be proud of that.
I don't know how much I have in me. I presume a lot because I am both. I'm South Asian, Southeast.
How's your tool usage?
Tool usage?
Yeah, like, consider yourself like top of the line, or
I'd say I'm pretty good with that. I know how to assemble.
Yeah, that's probably.
If I know how a tool, I can. Not super well if I'm not familiar with it.
Shovels,
like,
wrenches, pallet jacks,
pencils.
Yeah, got it all.
And
around on clay.
Musical instruments. The test of the defense. You can play, like, even one. I presume have specialists.
Well, I can play one. It's not good.
But you can play more than one if some knowledge of how to do it properly.
Not to discount the drum, but I feel like anyone can figure out the drum. You got a weekend and a decent set of rhythm, you can use the drum.
I think drums, stringed in,
Run it again.
woodwinds especially.
Yeah, I feel like woodwind. That's when we cruelly left the tree. We were manipulating air and wood for gods of art.
That way, woodwinds indicate when a society able to spend a lot of its time in an environment where you like people who OC in an end case.
Oh, it's a mark of
drums
comfy
are-
living.
Drums are fixed outdoors because the rhythm, like sound of a drum and rhythm, have a very long together. Or something that'll a flute does not travel. The sound of a flute gets muted very quickly by other winds. Got wind principle based on air. I don't know if you've noticed this very easily disrupted.
Sort of a huge still have air around.
Yeah.
It's just like a point of, hey, we found a way to make air make noise. That is some human level ingenuity. I have not seen another creature on this planet come up with that. Oh yeah, birds make noises with their mouths. They're good at it. Yeah, but like when I see a crow make a flute, then I'll step aside, you know, let them claim the rest of this planet. But they're gonna have to work for it. I just hope it's crows and not get a lot more occupied than we do. It's gonna be hard to.
I think gaining average they can all talk to and
I'm hoping whatever.
come on land.
I'm
So,
hoping
like,
whatever,
they get it.
whatever other species sharing the planet with talk to us. Right? I'd be okay with alien. I don't know. I'd hope it'd be an Earthling. Like the shared heritage. But I guess we'll just have to make one. I don't know. Like, pretty sure like if the aliens come down and they're chill, we'll eventually go together and have history and lore, and we'll have famous alien actors in Earth movies. Yeah. Good stuff. Maybe we'll even have like certain historical parallels we can talk. And with crows, we're just like, hey, remember when we used to teach you guys tricks?
Yeah. Remember when we used to capture you guys to put you guys in stuff?
Crows walking by department stores and getting performatively scared of the mannequins because I think it's a hilarious joke. Oh, I thought you were a real person. These evolved corvids have pain.
It would be interesting to have, like, pro-legal
Bird law.
bird law.
Bird law.
Yeah.
Much like Always Sunny's bird law. Yeah. I'd be really interested to see, like, if they develop a concept of ownership. Because crows understand value.
Yeah.
People have trained crows to identify human currency.
Like, ravens kill all this.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to how long you would taking things from if they ever do. I presume they would. Every society of, I think, I suppose.
Not like a level of trust. Suppose it happens when crows start like out of their collection, passing them down. Considering the future, crows consider the future. Huh. They have to have like an idea that it would happen. I don't know if this is gonna be victory, but like, we'll probably have a couple more victories before we end. Once again, this card might do me. The Mossborn Hydra. I played this card a lot. Lands enter, make it bigger. Well, particularly, it doubles the amount of 1/1 counters. A little pointer of magic. Anything that says double, be very afraid. Take you off the field. Okay, nothing I can do to stop that.
Also been trying the whole way. Getting 4 in.
Yeah.
Because going in more of a Spelljammer direction of polar system, like you can get to other planets relatively.
Oh, the Cowboy Bebop method.
Even Cowboy Bebop. I say Spelljammer because I imagine that the ships that you'd get through look like Civil War era ships. You know, they're covered in iron on all sides. They're not made of wood. But they're nowhere near as advanced as, like, the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah,
Or heck, the USS Enterprise. Like, they're less advanced than a modern, and it's like a big old style submarine. Now, sure, it's good enough to survive in the environment, and it's not a perfect system.
Ugly but functional. Yeah, I noticed that I got the weaker one to proc lapse. I could turn it into a bigger, scarier Ouroboros, and then swing out with more creatures than they could block.
The math.
Yeah, first time I've put any real thought into something tonight, and you can tell it by the the kind of crap I've been saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, real no buffers on.
I'm thinking, like, go to space travel that anybody can buy is buy a ship that's like plated in metal on all sides and has a rocket attached, and that will get you to space. But imagine the faster way of travel, that's more like the railroad, is wormhole travel. But of course, people don't talk about it like they talk about making a wormhole, say, the Expanse, another futuristic sci-fi show. Here, the gates are just, big fancy metal things with a ton of roof curved onto them that you gotta have somebody working with a lever, special bolts, have you.
Like a cult of Stargates, essentially.
You heard of
Then you
solar
put-
sails?
Then you put custard after.
What I hate is that this actually works. What you're
Well, he's
describing actually works.
Well, his idea to go faster than light with it. But we have worked on real sails that may soon one day be deployed, and those would allow you to go very fast within the solar system, as long as you're trying to go away from
Well, I thought the problem we were going to run into is your flashlight will overheat. Nowhere for that heat to go in space. You'll have to radiate it as light, which I guess would make it go faster.
You're already radiating light away.
Yeah, but like not like the metal. That's gonna. We'll need to bring some air
Metal
to cool
radiates
that down.
light fast.
Yeah, but like,
Metal's good for that.
yeah. Well, how hot can it get before it melts? So,
Nah, it won't melt. You'll run out of battery.
considering Oxygen Not Included did teach me that the vacuum of space is a terrible radiator, and like I have melted steel for it just because of the small operating power cost.
Well, my thinking that in this setting, building a gate takes, years to do and a lot of expertise, and surely a full chief and like guidance from the Wizard Council.
Yeah.
Has the same effect on building a railroad does on a western town.
You're big when you get a port.
Yeah. And it brings a lot of new people in. It also brings
Are you doing
trouble.
this Stargate thing where like connections between portals are one way, or is there just like an underspace enter and zip around, ignoring all those
It
pesky?
requires each end of the transfer requires an operator.
Oh,
So
but do you like dial? Because
Yeah.
I love Stargate's thing of dialing out the wormhole and using that to block entrance on the other side.
well, in this case, all you just have the operator do is turn the lever completely off.
Oh, there's a
What are we
big
talking
knob
about?
that lets the portal in or out.
My settings mechanics for wormhole travel, and so
Hello, chat. It's
Those back guys.
great. So less of like less Stargate, and I was thinking more like the various sequels to I starring Vincent Price, where they do that one trick where the guy enters the teleporter in Philadelphia. Oh, we'll just demolish the one that he's trying to enter and like
So he never just completes the
break,
teleport.
we just break the exit and he's like permanently uploaded.
Disassembled and drifting.
Yeah,
So like if there's no receiver, you'll just float in underspace forever.
yeah. Or it's like turning off one of those hard trains.
Big glow and nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I like the
difference is
idea
the
that, like-
transporters look more rustic. They're all made of old metal and have like,
And run by literal wizards.
yeah, they always have the stamp of somebody's name on.
Yeah. But I like the idea of like, I'm calling it underspace, for lack of a better word, like things that are just adrift in underspace. People or objects that got lost in. I think anything could show up through that time.
I think underspace idea could be something I've been thinking about here. Girl Man.
Oh yeah, you've been
By the way.
eating. Oh
Yeah. Which is with the right kind of details, you could definitely create cyberspace. Like cyberspace is just the like
Oh yeah, so we can just change that to like upload.
yeah, well, just turn the ethereal plate into the cloud.
yeah. Not only that,
Okay, so like they become data, essentially, and they drift in the virtual.
Data size of it is
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And that would also be an explanation of how teleportation doesn't just delete your soul. It's like, no, your soul is just moved into the storage until we upload it back into reality.
His whole soul is on this 3 GB flash drive.
Yeah, we
No, you're on
every
this
every
flo-
time you've used Excel, we put you onto a read-only memory card and mail it.
I remember a
Take-
point, like,
take
couldn't you
your-
make an unauthorized copy of a person? And could you pirate a dude?
You
actually,
wouldn't steal a man.
A whole dude.
You could, in fact, steal a car this day.
Yeah.
A lot of cars.
So many cars.
You can do a lot of crime.
You would only have to make one car. Rest is little copies.
Well, you need to print it with, like,
Yeah.
atoms on the other side,
Yeah,
so
I
it
mean,
costs you as much.
You're
as
not
making
making
a car
matter
would, I
here.
guess.
It's magic, but it's not that kind.
Well,
that's
it's
kind of magic. Anything.
Well, I think in D&D the magic comes from the elemental planes. That's where you get your like spells that add additional matter.
You're
You're
just
just-
going outer
Hold up. So
plane?
there-
yeah, you're just stealing heat from the planes of fire and stuff.
hold up. So that makes Earth at like. But they're
Well, where do you think the gods got the power from? They're like the conduit.
fair enough.
Well, they're not taking it from.
I think every other magic class was just the middleman out and just take it correctly.
Yeah, I feel like
It's not-
wizards who care about how magic actually works are like, we're just going right to the planes themselves.
Like
It's
how
like I was every other magic class. I'm going to just power from the
Well, I don't even know how paladins get their magic. They become afflicted with divine magical
in the
purpose.
system that I've been working on, my idea with that divine magic is actually sonic power, where you just like take it from somebody else.
Your
You
will
need-
is so
you need-
strong, you just
need
ripped
to-
it out.
You need to source it, and then you serve as just the the outlet for somebody else's divine power.
Oh, so paladins are just
Paladins are just
warlocks but
gods.
backwards.
Kind of.
No, warlocks but backwards. Like, hey, I have a cause. Any gods want to pitch in on this?
Hey, I would help you guys cause
Hello, sharks. I am a paladin, and I wish to perform vengeance on the evil sorcerer that has terrorized my village.
art
I have armor and a sword, and I am looking for a 50% stake in my crusade.
It's almost more like a timeshare thing going on with your soul.
No, all works. All I would like is mind strike.
How many spell slots? 5. I'm out. What? 5 spell slots is far too much. I can't do 5. I can do 3, and then like an additional spell slot every year after the. You have yourself. Now this would be a good gag. I gotta get my social media guy on this. He'll go nuts. They never really did like the paladins don't need their magic because passionate. Everyone's passionate. Everyone thinks they're
just wing
passionate.
out.
Oh, I win. He's just coming to terms with the fact it's happened. What this?
What?
No,
Oh, you think apathy paladins exist? Eh. All right.
a
Yep.
paladin. What if it went so? What if it paladin was so apathetic that he got power?
I feel like that happens with warlocks more than paladins. I get the point. Anyway, we're gonna argue about this far into the night after the but that is the end of our stream. Dude, that's some great ladder climbing. Sorry you didn't get the draft you wanted, but to be honest, I am far too tired. They made me do the popcorn. I did a really good job out of it, but yeah, I don't know why popcorn made me tired, but I am tired, and 2 Dr. Peppers is... 7 Dr. Peppers is far too many Dr. Peppers.
Get you through.
Uh,
I have a Dr. Pepper on hold.
Dr. Pepper Demon on hold. Yeah, we'll get back to you on that. In the meantime, check our website, 30universe.com. You know, it's got all our social medias. It's got our upcoming events. Secret of Strixhaven drops soon. Been making all the ads for it, but I have no idea. I have no idea when it happens. Yeah, the set that's like legally distinct Harry Potter, but like also like dragons, and this weird owl that I've been just kind of making
he's
fun
been
of it
roasting.
because, look, I know Abigail is like relentlessly bullied and that's like part of her character, but like, look at it.
Had to be, or else we get way too open.
Look at that little Muppet now.
I am.
Yeah, that's what owls look like. Not flattering.
I will admit that I am no expert on Strix. I only.
Oh yeah,
sucks.
no, we're not gonna talk about that book.
Yeah.
I feel like Wizards doesn't deserve a pass. We should hammer them for it, but we don't deserve to mock them tonight. I do want to like fix pass though. Yeah,
Now I can like.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna show the two of you that, but that.